Hello, this is Tip Top Gaming here today with another MTG Arena Planecation breakdown today, or at least this weekend, or week. We are visiting Amonkhet in the Singleton event. So basically this says the rules for the event are bring a deck with no more than one copy of any card. Generally, this event is liked by everyone, especially when it's in a free format where you get free rewards. I was last week. I looked at it, and on their website, I believe it said that the standard shakeup was gonna end up being this week. But yeah, that's what it said on their website. But apparently now it's the Amonkhet Singleton event. So with that, why don't we take a look at the rewards? Actually, you know what? I just forgot something. You bring a deck with no more than one copy of each card other than basic lands. Generally, this is received more than Pauper, because Pauper is, you basically, for those of you who don't know, Pauper is just, you can only have commons. That's the only thing you can have in your deck. And it's generally not liked as much on MTG Arena because of the limited card pool. People enjoy it because it's kind of like a legacy or vintage, because it goes back that far. But since it's only commons, it's generally cheaper and less powerful magic. And so Singleton normally does better. And so why don't we take a look at the rewards? We have this mountain, which I think looks really great. We have this forest, which is okay. We have this plains, which I think is okay. I like the island. The swamp is, again, just okay, in my opinion. And then we get the swamp unhinged card, which the more I look at it, the more I like it. I believe my first impression of this was, oh, it's kind of basic, which is ironic since it's a basic land. But yes, so yeah, this will start on Sunday and will go till Tuesday. And honestly, they don't say any cards are banned. So I don't know. We might be able to use the persistent petitioners, which is going to be a common deck because it's taking a while. If we look at persistent, I just misspelled that. Persistent petitioner. You'll notice how it has a little infinity sign, and it's a common, and it's banned in Pauper, if you notice, and this is only on MTG Arena that it's banned on Pauper. This card says a deck can have any number of cards named Persistent Petitioner. Now, I believe that triumphs over the rule that says you can only have one card of each type, or of the same name. So you could just build a Persistent Petitioner deck, which will probably end up being what I end up building. It's pretty powerful. You can tap 4 advisors, which if we advisors, there are currently 4 in standard. There is Kethis, the Hidden Hand, Tomic, and Persistent Petitioners, and Tesa, although generally you're tapping 4 Persistent Petitioners. But and then also the other one is rats. And you'll notice, I guess it's only rat. You'll notice this one, it's black. It is, I forgot the name of it. It says you can have any number of these in your deck, and why I think this is so popular, because it's not the most powerful thing in the world. Rat Colony, that's what it's called. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but you literally just need 4 common wild cards, and you can build your entire deck, because you only need to get 4 of these, and then you have unlimited of them. So, for instance, if I wanted to build a deck, if I was building my Persistent Petitioner deck, what I would do is I would literally, I think the smart thing to do would be build this deck well, but what I feel like I'm going to end up doing is literally just putting in, like, 200 of these, or isn't 250 the deck limit? I'm gonna do 100 of these, and if I'm not mistaken, your land should be 1/3 of your deck, so then I'm gonna put in 50 islands, and that will be my deck, and this will be Singleton legal, I believe, and we can actually test that out right here. This is gonna look really stupid if it's not Singleton legal. Singleton! Yes, it is. That's what I thought. So now you'll notice actually up here it only shows you having 1. And one thing I like about Singleton is, like, for new sets like Magic Core Set 2020, I'm still working on my collection of this, and I only have 1 of a lot of these cards. So it's kind of nice. It also allows you to just take a collection of your biggest, most, mythical mythics and put them together. So then if we went to Island... Oh, duh. I have it sorted by this. I need basic land. Let's see, what basic land do I want to use? I do have to say I really enjoy the addition of basic lands. At first I was really against it, but it allows me to customize my deck more, and when I'm actually building decks or altering decks, I actually enjoy going in and saying, hey, this is the kind of island I want. I actually really like this island type, so I'm gonna mix the two. I'm gonna go 25 of each. And then that's a deck. That is Singleton Advisor. Yes. And literally that's the whole deck. Now generally you might want to throw in some draw into this. But I mean that deck will work. You will eventually get your wins. It's probably not gonna work well here. But yeah. The reason you want to put in 100 persistent petitioners is because if everyone else is running persistent petitioners, try to make your deck as big as possible. So I'll probably actually up this, and saying that you only have 2 cards in the deck and you can have unlimited an unlimited amount of them, then you should just add as many as possible. Now, the most common decks, those I think are going to be the most common decks, or maybe actually good Singleton decks, but I have just a high feeling that you're just going to see a lot of persistent petitioners, so having 150 cards in your library will be good. Okay, this guy is not doing well so far. Overall, I think that the most, because what I've been trying to do in each of these videos of breaking down, I've been trying to give my predictions as to what I think the most powerful deck is going to be, and with the guild battles I predicted it was going to be Boros, which I think in the end the most popular was Orsov. I predicted last time that no one would use treasure-based decks, really. There might be a couple people, and that also ended up being true. So, I think I'm going to, I hope I'm right again. That would be nice. But, I don't know. This one seems a little more out in the air, because my last prediction wasn't like Esper Control's gonna run Supreme, although I basically said that. This time I'm actually naming 2 decks. That's just because people are gonna want to get their wins, and they don't want to invest much into it. Then again, with Brawl coming to the format, people might be more willing to invest a little bit more into their Singleton decks that they could eventually turn into their Brawl decks. Oops, I made a mistake there. Whoops. Okay. So, this guy has a standard sized deck, which is good. Diamond Knight scares me. That's the other thing with this deck. It doesn't have any removal. Are these really all the same, or do they have them lumped? Okay, we won! Woo! Mostly because he didn't think he could remove my petitioners, which is nice. I guess, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, going back here, remember you also get your 1000 XP. I believe the farthest you can be currently is around the 50 mark range without purchasing, maybe up to 52. But yeah, this will get you another 1000 XP. And I guess I'll read the lore. The memories you make here will last you a lifetime, but who needs a lifetime when you could have an eternity? If the gods deem you worthy, your opportunity could be yours. Immortal glory awaits you beneath the suns of Amonkhet. Now, we can actually kind of get a hint as to where we're going, based on, next, based on the lands. So if we go to basic lands not collected, we obviously know. Okay, so Battle for Zendikar lands, those are purchasable. We're going to Amonkhet. So we have these, which are up for grabs. We have this, which is from the set. I actually don't know. Let's find out. Which set is that? That is from the set Rise of the Eldrazi, if I'm not mistaken. And this is from the set, Mirage. And then I have no idea. I assume these are custom made for a set that we already have. So my prediction here is that this is going to end up being Dominaria. Because when you really look at the sets legal, last time they did like an A land. Let me show you. Where is it? An A land. Right here. This was for Ixalan. Now, why wouldn't they give us land that's actually been in Magic or like from Ixalan? Well, it's because that was our first time in Ixalan, and it's still in Standard. And better yet, it's been in the game. Ixalan lands are right here, so they had to come up with something unique for it. So, based on that same theory, it won't be. Based on that same logic, this A will not be. It'll be from a plane that we have seen in Standard so far. And when we really look at it, we can pretty much knock out the core sets. We can knock out War of the Spark, Ravnica Allegiance, and Guild of Ravnica, because we've already been there. We can knock out Ixalan, so that pretty much leaves Dominaria. So, I think that, I believe that we are going to be visiting Dominaria, where Zendikar, and what plane is Mirage? What plane was Mirage set on? MTG, because I believe it's Jamara. That's one I'm not really sure about. I'm not a big fan of this land, but yeah. Either way, now that we've gone over the future of Chronicles, the current Chronicles, what I think the deck will be, we'll just see. In about a week, you will see a post, or like next week, you'll see my gameplay of me playing my Persistent Petitioner deck, my Rat deck, and then explaining what I think about the format. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. It really means the world to me. Thank you guys. See you in the next one.